Don't use Google Gemini. Use Bixby instead. I'm being serious. Let's go. Bixby, universally panned for years now. Even though it's always been quite decent, now it's actually good. Samsung didn't quite get Bixby there though on its own. They did have some help with the partnership with Perplexity. But it seems like that's okay because even though Apple hasn't partnered with Google and they're not using Google, they effectively have, got Google's help to make Siri good, just in the same way Bixby have got Perplexity's help to make itself good. So what I've done, rather than doing some direct comparison, I've actually just come up with 5 scenarios and some prompts within those scenarios to show you that Bixby's actually worth using and it's got some really unique features about it. I will stress that Gemini still has the edge with a lot of things, like image creation, video creation. There's a lot of stuff that Gemini's AI can do that not really any other AI can do, at least not in a native sense. Bixby has a lot of strengths and advantages, though, that you could use instead of Gemini. First thing I want to start with is looking for recommendations for places to eat. I think that's a really good starting point, and a lot of people will use AI and search in general to find that sort of information. So let's jump in with prompt number 1. Hi, Bixby. I am looking for a good Italian restaurant on the Gold Coast. Give me the top 5 places you recommend.
Here are 5 well-rated Italian options around the Gold Coast based on recent reviews. Fratello Italian in Labrador offers Italian dishes at a more casual price point.
It immediately goes about populating a certain amount of places. I really liked the fact that it just started giving you lots of different bits of information, whether it be ratings that they've got, whether it be location, and just the general ambience and like a review of the restaurant is almost read out and provided for you. I also like too how there's like a carousel of photos that it shows you, so you don't have to go hunting for that separately. You can see what the place looks like in the little information area that it's provided, as well as things like the review score that it's got, and then any links that you might need, whether it be calling the restaurant, whether it be directions to the restaurant or the website, they're all there provided. But perhaps my favorite element of how this works is once it's done populating all of that information, you can scroll down to the bottom and you actually see follow-up questions that you might want to ask. So if you want to find out whether it's a vegan-friendly restaurant, or in the case that I've seen here, is there any Italian restaurants on the Gold Coast that have outdoor seating? You can click on that and then it'll give you a different list or sort of refine the list for you so you can actually go for something that you prefer. That is really clever to me because not everyone will have the answer or the idea of what they're looking for, and sometimes a prompt can jog what you're after and you can go forth and select it. And it does that no matter what you're sort of searching for. Like if I say, what cafes are there near me? Same sort of thing happens. It populates that list and it gives you the carousel photos and all the information that you might want. Okay, next scenario. And this is I guess a parent hack if you haven't thought of this yet. Generating a bedtime story for your children. Write a kid's bedtime story about a brother and sister named Alberto, who is 8 years old, and Rosa, who is 5 years old, who travel to the World Cup to watch the World Cup final.
Once upon a time, there was an 8-year-old boy named Alberto and his 5-year-old sister Rosa who loved soccer more than anything. One magical night, their parents surprised them with tickets to the World Cup final.
Now, it immediately starts reading the story to you, which is a lot. It's a huge story. But the great thing is it just populates the whole story and gives you so much detail and chapter titles and gives you everything you could want as a parent to read a bedtime story to your children. It's lazy, sure, but the fact of the matter is you have that available to you if you're stuck one night and maybe you're too tired. You can go down that avenue, and now with Bixby, you have the freedom to actually have it generate it for you instead of needing to use Gemini or another service. It's free on your phone. And again, I really like the fact it adds in the questions at the bottom where you can actually go through and seek extra information based on the story that you've got. The next scenario is life advice. Now, not necessarily life advice. I guess it's just more of a, if you need to have it generate a plan for you, can it do it? So the plan I want to develop is a football program for my son. I need to develop a 6-week training plan for my 8-year-old son so he can train to be a better footballer at home in the front yard.
Here is a simple 6-week front yard football training plan for your 8-year-old son that focuses on fun, short sessions and building core skills like dribbling, fast touch, passing and shooting. Each week, plan for 3 20 to 30-minute sessions with a quick warm-up, 1 or 2 technical drills, and a short game at the end. Bixby came up with a very, very comprehensive plan. One that, if you read through it, gives you all of the steps
all the information and lots of research that actually helps you devise the plan and map it out for you what you need. And again, the follow-up questions are great. Like if there's any extra equipment you need, you've got those follow-up questions that you can generate. But I was really curious, what would the flow-on effect be if I wanted to ask my own prompt? Would it remember what I've already asked it and then continue the conversation? Well, I asked it the next question.
He's actually quite advanced for his age. Can you give me some more technical training?
Since your son is already quite advanced for his age, you can add more technical, game-like work while still keeping it fun and short. A good approach is 3 sessions per week of about 30 minutes, mixing ball mastery, 1v1 moves, combination play with you, and finishing under light pressure.
And you can see, based on the prompt that I gave it, it completely changed the plan and gave me more advanced training for my son to be able to follow on with. I think you'll agree, my son, I might be biased, is actually pretty good. Then I wanted to see the integration with its own native apps. So I just asked it to add it to Samsung Notes, and well, it did it.
Can you add this into a Samsung Note file, please?
I created a note.
I then wanted to see what it was like to add things to calendar. And obviously, being the World Cup and yesterday's Socceroos performance against Turkey was unbelievable. Australia with, hold on. Iran Kunda was unbelievable. What a performance. Anyway, I digress. I wanted to see if I could add in Australia's World Cup fixtures to my calendar.
Can you add the Australia World Cup games to my calendar?
So I was able to find the fixtures for the calendar. And then, unfortunately, I couldn't add all 3 for some reason.
Sorry, I wasn't able to make that selection. Which of the 3 events do you want to add?
But it definitely could add 1. So I added the next match in against the USA. If you're from America, drop your score predictions in the comments below. Come on, Socceroos. And then we'll see what happens at the end of it. But the great thing is it was able to do that. I then wanted a different prompt for calendar. So I said,
I have a doctor's appointment next Thursday at 2:30 p.m.
I added a doctor's appointment.
And it wasn't even a matter of, would you like to add it to the calendar? It just did it. The last scenario I've got here is device control. Now, Samsung's pretty good with Bixby. It always has been, to be honest. Device control's kind of been its thing. But it started simple.
Start a voice recording. Now it's recording my voice.
As you can see, it took me straight to a voice recording app and started the voice recording instantly. I then wanted to talk about like a reminder or a timer.
Start a 10-minute timer for pasta that is boiling.
I started a 10-minute pasta that is boiling timer.
And it even named the timer too, so it meant I could actually know what the timer was for. So when it went down to 0, you'd know. And then there are other things where it like gave you a prompt on screen to like read your notifications for you, and it actually extracted the notification and put it there into the Bixby screen. Or you can just delete your notifications. It can do that as well. But there's also really cool things where it actually is contextually aware of the phone you're using. So if you mention that your eyes are sore and you're strained from looking at your phone screen, it actually knows that you're using an S26 Ultra and then will search the internet for settings and bring you back a list of things you can do based off the phone that you're using. And you can follow the steps to achieve what it is you want to achieve. And then there's other little device control things too, like, hey, turn off adaptive brightness. It will go ahead and do that, but obviously I want it turned on, so I turned it back on. So look, that is Bixby, and that's the scenarios. You can obviously see it does quite a good job at what I've sort of shown off here. It's not going to be the be all and end all. I think it is great at some things, and it means you could probably take away some of the things from Gemini and assign them to Bixby because it does a really good job at them. But obviously Gemini's still got the advantage in a lot of areas, and telling you to not use it at all would be silly. But don't use it for some things. Give Bixby a try. You'll be pleasantly surprised. Anyway, Go to Socceroos. Hopefully they get the job done and we qualify for the round of 32 and maybe go even further. Other than that, hit subscribe to Tech with Benefits. Hit subscribe to my other channel, More Tech, More Benefits, covering more tech. Let the link for that in the description. Also, go check out my merch store. I've got lots of merch up there. If you're a Samsung fan, you'll love everything I've got on offer. And I'll see you guys in the next one. You!